I'm going to do a really quick and kind of dirty uh, video on how to get onto LinkedIn. So for those people who haven't been on it for a while, or those people who have been on it and have allowed their account to go dormant, this is what you need to do to get set up. So to begin with, these are the things I'm going to cover. Check your registered name, and you can do that quite easily. Check you don't have any old accounts, because sometimes people have started accounts and then they have just let them go dormant and started a new one. So make sure you've done some digital hygiene and removed those. How to set up your LinkedIn, so your bio, your professional photo, your contact details and your banner. How to update your work experience and education, ask for recommendations to give them, and jump on Engage. So these are the six things, that I think you need to cover when you're doing LinkedIn. So if we go to here, you can see that this is what my LinkedIn, what we call the feed, looks like. And so these are the people I either follow or that LinkedIn is suggesting that I follow. And up here, you can see just here, there's like a top or a recent. It always makes you pick top, but I always switch to recent because I think it just gives you a more realistic view of when people have posted. So as you can see, this person posted 2 hours ago. They are my third plus, so they're not actually a direct link with mine, but someone who I am linked with has liked it. So that's what happens. We get ads, which you can get rid of by clicking these 3 dots. We have links, posts from people we know, or posts from people that we know they know. So it's just an algorithm. Obviously it changes all the time, but that's how it works at the moment. And when you log into LinkedIn, you'll get this to start with. You'll also have this trending stuff here on the right. And then you'll have a little thing here. So these are the pages I look after, but this is my personal page. So if I click on that, you can see that I have, number one, if I click up here, you can see that my handle or my LinkedIn URL is Emma Donnelly1. So you want to get as close to your name as possible, and you can do that by coming over here and pressing that little button there. And that button there allows you to, firstly, just to change your public URL, because if it's more like your name, the better it is, more on brand. It's better to have Emma Donnelly1 than it is to have Emma Donnelly 47354321, because anything with a large amount of numbers just looks like you haven't taken care. Second thing you want to do is make sure that your photo is recent and professional and not a selfie. That is a really important thing to have, and you can change that pretty easily. Third thing I would suggest is that you have a nice banner, and that can just be a photo or it can be a screenshot. I just made this one in Canva. It literally took me 4 minutes, if that. They have, in Canva, they have templates that you can do really quickly. And then what you need to do is make sure that your name and your bio is up to date, where you're located. Make sure your contact info is correct so people know how to contact you, because you want to make sure that that's the whole point of LinkedIn, is to make connections. You might want to add that you've got a website, and it prompts you through all these things, so it's pretty easy to do. Other things I would suggest, I have analytics on mine because I have I'm a gold member at the moment, so I pay for that. But then what you need to do is make sure that your about section is up to date and thought through. Don't write it in third person, that's weird. Write it in first person, please. That will be much better. You can just click on that edit, and it's pretty easy to edit. It has AI options at the moment, but I wouldn't recommend them. They're pretty clunky and they don't actually improve anything you've written much. You can feature posts, so you can pin them. So they're the posts that are currently featured, and then your activity of posts will turn up. And if you haven't posted anything, then obviously you won't have anything there. We then get down to experience. Once again, hit the little pen and you can add in your experience, and you need to add in all your relevant recent experience. If you've taken a gap, a career gap, you've gone and had kids, you've decided you needed some time out, just be honest with those things if you can, because I think that people do look through here and they're like, there is a gap there, and it will make them wonder. So if you can control that narrative and tell people what is missing, then that is better. And then obviously also add in your education and make sure that is as detailed as possible. And then you've got a space for licenses and certificates if you want those, any projects you've been working on, any volunteering. There's lots of different categories you can fill in. Finally, what I would suggest is that you also stick with recommendations. So what I mean by that is I can write a recommendation for someone, or so these are the ones I've received about testimonials about my work. And then I can go to given, and these are the testimonials that I've given. So I think that that's a really nice way to give back, and it's also a great way to build your reputation. So that is how you set up your LinkedIn. It's not arduous. It doesn't have to take a long time. You don't have to overthink it. If you were going to put in here, you're going to use the AI, I probably wouldn't use LinkedIn AI at the moment. I'd stick with something else if you need to spruce up your language with something like ChatGPT or Copilot or something else, but because LinkedIn AI is not great right now. And that is as of November 2024. So hopefully that gives you an overview of how to use this particular product. It's very useful. I would recommend that you jump on and you try it out and you experiment and you follow people. And it's not that hard. It's not that tricky. It will literally take you, put half an hour aside, pour yourself a nice glass of wine or your favorite herbal tea, and just sit there and plonk away while you're watching TV, and you will get it done in no time at all. And then you are visible. If you're not visible, you don't get opportunities. If you don't get opportunities, you stagnate. So thank you for coming along for this little video. I'm going to post another one in a moment that is about how to write a post and how to get traction out of it.